Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Blockborne. We're currently in our Redstone series, in our Redstone district, our little industrial district. It's not little, let's be honest. It's a little mega. Yeah. In the last episode, we made the lava farm. It's in orange, the super smelter in black, and the kelp farm in red. So we did a ton of work there. So we're almost completely done with our infrastructure for the industrial district. What do I mean by that? Infrastructure is stuff that we need to set up in the industrial district so that we can do a bunch of other stuff. So yeah. That's what we're doing. So we have one more thing that we need to get done to officially call like the main infrastructure done. And that is a sea pickle farm. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a sea pickle farm. But to make a sea pickle farm, we might need some chests because we're, burning through all of our fancy wooden blocks to make chests for all these various farms and crazy. I don't even want to look at that right now. We've solved glass in our super smelter, and to make wood infinite, we needed a lot of glass. And so now that we've solved our glass problem, it is time to make a bamboo farm. And I think we're going to do this one in purple because I have a fun idea. Purple's my favorite color, and this might be my favorite farm once we're done with it. So we're going to hop right into a little time lapse to whip that up, see what we can come up with, and steal someone's design to make sure it's efficient, and then add our own bits to it because we're not a redstone engineer. We're just a thief, and we can do a little bit of razzle dazzle at the end. So let's hop right into it. What's this? We're back at the base. But we're doing a redstone series. Well, I don't have an XP farm. Look at everything. Look at it over there in the distance. I know. You wouldn't know it's there unless you look, right? Okay, it's kind of an eyesore. But, you know what? That's fine. I don't mind. Anyways, we're over in this district to see our noisy fellows over here. We are out of emeralds. We keep breaking our tools and our elytra, and yeah, you can see we're down to that. So we brought some of our iron over from our iron farm, even though this whole thing is hooked up to an iron farm that has not been running since we moved over to the redstone era district. Yeah. So we need to craft these. Oh, there we go. We need to heal these guys up a little bit, and it makes me realize we need an XP farm. I don't think we're going to do that today because we will not be putting an XP farm in our industrial district because I don't want to put a giant mob farm there, and I don't really know. I guess we could have made a XP farm out of our furnaces, but I've never done that, and I don't think it's the best way. I'd rather just make an ender, and we'd have to do that in the end, obviously. So let's put this back in our box. There we go. And we will head over to the industrial district. I've kind of been working on some things other than the farms. I've needed a ridiculous amount of sand and gravel, and I think I've already done a sand and gravel collection time-lapse before, which is like the most boring time-lapse, so we're not going to do that. you can see these guys are spawning in here, even though I spawn-proofed everything, because I made yet another tunnel here, and it's kind of like supposed to look like our industrial district, although I might have to drop it down one level and put glass over it, because, you know, hoglins are dangerous. They've already killed me like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. Oh, I'm just bringing more junk to the industrial district. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, so let's check it out. Our time lapse. Let's talk about it. Bamboo. That's what we made. Okay, so you saw in the time lapse, I hooked up all that stuff and whatnot. We made a giant. We made two bamboo farms because I thought, why make one when you can make 2? And we had all this extra glass, all this purple glass. So now it works. Yeah, check it out. So let's walk through how it works together. The slime things, the flying machines, they knock down all the bamboo, hopper mine carts pick it up, and then they just keep going. That's the part everyone knows, right? It's not that hard. If you don't know, I'll show you, but it's not super difficult. I've made farms like that in the past, and all the extra bits are what I'm proud of. I actually did all the extra bits on my own. No help, no tutorials, no nothing. The farm itself, which I'll have to drop a link in the description down below, is not my design, because I'm not that good. I don't really, not that good at all the flying machine bits and everything and making sure all this stuff is in the right space. But if it doesn't matter that much and I can kind of put things wherever I want them, then I'm great at that. All right. Well, first let's sleep, and then I'll show you how this farm works. So my favorite part about this farm is that I've hooked it all up to a single lever. So we can click that, and then we'll see all of this getting broken. So cool. I love that. It is not fully lossless. As you can see, this gets stuck on the top, but that's only after a huge harvest. And we've been letting it grow for a long time. Oh, by the way, fun fact, you may have seen me growing a little bit of bamboo off to the side in the time lapse. All of this bamboo that's planted came from 2 things of bamboo that I had. I could only find 2, and we just grew it passively while we were making this whole farm. So I thought that's fun. Anyways, you see all this on the ground? Well, it's getting picked up by these little hopper mine carts, which actually aren't constantly running like I normally do. I just leave them and let them go. They actually get fired off when I press the button over there. So all of the both slime launchers, or whatever they're called, flying machines, get launched, and all the hopper mine carts at the same time. And then when I'm done, I just turn the farm off, which I have to do before I leave this area, or my slime things will break. But you could probably kind of tell how they work already. Slime pistons, sticky pistons, push each other, and then these things right here get reactivated when they hit this, because the observer fires off the piston, and this observer fires off that sticky piston when it sees that piston go. I think that's how it works, and then it will just keep going until we turn it off, which basically when you turn it off, it sees that the piston isn't moving, and then it just stays. I think if we turn it off at the wrong time, it will break the farm, so you decide to make one, just be mindful of that. Yeah, but then this is what I'm so proud of. My little redstone torch. It all goes in a line all the way over to our little storage area. So we have hooked up the purple line. I think this is starting to look really cool with all these like tubes coming into a storage system. We'll figure out how we resolve like this, I guess, like the second half. Maybe we'll have more tubes, don't know yet. We'll see how many farms we get. I really like all the color coding. We're running out of colors to use, but that's fine. Anyways, I would have had this more compact, but iron golems, didn't plan for that. I forgot that they would spawn on some of these blocks. So really the only area they would spawn on is this area right here. And if I made it any bigger, like run this all to the same line, it would have it would have been a problem. So we just put some slabs over this, called it a day, and then did a second redstone torch. Basically, all this is doing is powering this so that, like, when we flip that switch, it fires everything off all at once. That's cool, but not what I'm super proud of. Check this out. It's a double auto dispenser from this chest, which doesn't really need to be a double 90% of the time, but after a huge big old harvest, it might end, even then I don't think it technically needs to be a double, just because there's only one flow of bamboo in there. But if we ever just like manually pick it up and throw it in one of these chests, then the double will activate. Anyways, so we have the same thing going on down here, and it's all going into a water stream that is running through a line of auto crafters. Yeah, check them out. So I set it up. So far, I don't think it's even gotten all the way to the end here. So essentially, this thing is pretty efficient. So these all run through this water stream, and they get sucked down into the auto crafter. But if this hopper's full, it goes to the next one, and then if that one's full, it goes to this one, and so on, all the way up to the fifth hopper. And if all of them are full, then it goes into this chest here, which will just have regular old bamboo in it, if we ever need it. But let's go ahead and check and see if there's even any bamboo in there. And this farm is pretty noisy, I think. Yeah, let's see. No bamboo! So, our little chain of auto crafters that we came up with all by ourselves. Good job, us. That's what I'm proud of myself for. I know it's simple, but it's just so rewarding, like when you have a concept for an idea and it just works out. Is it the most efficient? I don't know. Does it work? Yeah. Do we lose anything? Not really. So it works for us. And I don't think it's super laggy either. It's only 2 hoppers per unit. But you can see we're producing a bunch of little bamboo planks, or whatever they're called. Bamboo logs, bulk bamboo, whatever that block is. At first I had a concept where there would be different auto crafting stages so that we could collect all the different blocks for it. But honestly, the most annoying part is just turning all of the bamboo into the main bamboo blocks. So we can just change them whenever we need them. So yeah, these ones are the ones I'm talking about. Block of bamboo, there we go. And as you can see, it's pretty efficient. This is another overnight AFK sesh, so not crazy, but hey, that's this, and each of these turn into 2, so that's like 4 double chests of blocks if we crafted them all. But yeah, I'm super happy. It went really well. So that's our farm, and not the only farm. I want to do a little bit of a farm marathon today. We probably won't go as in-depth on all of them, but a little teaser from earlier. We want to do a sea pickle farm today. We want to do a melon and pumpkin farm and a crop farm. The 4th farm over here is the wool farm, but I don't know if we're going to get that done. I want to get at least 2 of these done today, so that we can, I guess the crop farm will be kind of infrastructure for the wool farm, just because we don't have enough wheat to make these little guys into lots of little guys. Yeah, that's the plan. I think we'll start with the sea pickle farm just because it will be fun. Why not? But we need a bunch of concrete. That's the other thing. I've been working on crafting all this colored concrete. It's a process, but hey, at least we have glass now. I don't know how we're going to deal with the dye for the glass or the concrete, because we pretty much used it all up. I know I keep talking about it. We need a dye farm. But we'll figure that out later. Whatever. Let's build some pickle farms. made the pickle farm. It kind of makes me laugh about how inefficient it is. So here's the thing. It's both extremely efficient and completely inefficient. Look at this mess. This is just for bone meal, to passively make pickles. So every 20 minutes, I guess, when it cycles from day-night, it does like a 1.5 tick pulse. That's some custom redstone. And yeah, it sends this this little dispenser here, so, some energy, some redstone magic. It grows some pickles, and then they have a chance. That's right, not every time. Very much not lossless. There's lots of loss in this farm. It has a chance to pop a pickle off and go through this water stream. But if it gets caught there, or here sometimes, it's never going to get collected. And then it goes into this water stream, if we're lucky, and into our thing there. So, basically, we have a chance, if one of these finally decides to grow, it might go in one of these hoppers. And if it does, there's some composters. And if it goes into the right composter enough times, it will make bone meal. So, this is the worst farm ever. But it works, technically. But I can also just kind of supercharge it. So, if I get some bone meal... over here... Oops. Oh, we have a ton of pickles. Already from it, and that's not from... from that. So we could supercharge it, and I could automate this. I just don't see the reason to do that yet. And look at that. So, yeah, it's working perfectly. I don't want to hear it. We can just throw some... Oh, it's already got tons of bone meal. That's for me. I put that in there. So, yeah, we could just, like, turn this into a lever and just make it go crazy. But... yeah, or we could do that. See, I guess I could have just done that. And then it might pulse. I don't even know. I don't even know if that's enough. Yeah, I guess I would have to do multiple ticks, huh? Not sure. Anyways, we might adjust that in the future. But technically it works, and the pickles go into our storage system. Pickle farm! Okay, so I've realized that the farm marathon will have to wait until next episode, because I explained the heck out of that bamboo farm like a little too much, and so that took up most of the video because I loved it so much. And then I also spent like an hour on this pickle farm for almost no reason, but we have pickles, so I guess that's reason enough. Definitely come back next week for a little Redstone farm marathon. We're going to make a bunch of farms all in one episode. Hooray, yeah. Maybe not all of them, but a few, right? A few. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I know it's getting a little wacky, and this chest monster keeps reappearing no matter how many times I clean it up. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.